Hi there everyone, we've got a brand that you don't see too often to do a video about today. We've got the C2R-FAST multi-role assault pack. Got a Virtus here that I borrowed, put the adapter zips on it. I'm just going to quickly go through the features of the pack here. You can get it currently at the time of me publishing this on KitPest. It's not cheap, but it's very well made. As I say, I'm going to go through the features and what you can store in it, right? So let's put it down on the table. First things first then, you've got to get this on a vest, right? It doesn't have any sort of standalone backpack strap, or it doesn't come with them anyway. Really, this is for Virtus, okay? So it comes with the zip adapters. Now, these are laser cut out of laminate cordura, very good. Sturdy zippers, YKK Vislon zips, very strong. Mount up really securely. Good stuff. When you've got them mounted, as you can see, you've still got PAL slots, so you can still use the molly on the back of your vest, right? Problem with Virtus, of course, is it's weird, non-standard PALs, so it's got these weird channels, columns that are too narrow. However, on the back of the panel, these tabs here, the press studs, these are not standard width, so you can force these through these small channels. It's a little bit tricky. You have to kind of fold them and force them through, but they will go through these smaller ones. Where I've got the zip adapters is probably too high, I would say. These will hook over these drag handles. However, problem is, of course, these are only secured with Velcro. They're going to sag if you put any amount of weight in the pack, right? Best thing to do, I would say, where I've got them here, move the top edges one PAL's row down, so they start here. Feed these tabs through these smaller channels. I've only seen a couple of Virtus vests. I don't know if there are different ones, but for this one, yeah, move these down one row, put these tabs through these channels. That's going to be the most secure mounting you can get for your MRAP. Features of the actual pack itself then, right? We'll start on the rear face and we'll work our way forward. So at the bottom here, you've got a loop field, and it's got an extra fold over of hook. So you can slap a dangler type pouch that uses hook and loop, slap it on there. You can really lock it in by putting the Velcro underneath that layer of hook that you've got there. Plain other than that, on the back, as I say, you've got those attachment tabs. There's one carry handle up here, large gauge of zip, paracord pulls on there, good stuff. So mirrored on both sides, you've got these small outer pockets on the lower sides. Right size for a magazine, as you can see here. There is an elastic retainer on the inside. There is also an adjustable bungee retention lattice weave just on there. You can tighten that up, pull in it, pull on the cord lock, tighten that up. You are limited on space with these. While the pouch itself is expandable because it's pleated, the opening to it, the mouth as it were, up on the edge here, this is limited in that it is fixed. It's not elastic, it's just a fixed size. So any item you want to store in these has to fit through that opening. The size of a mag is the most you're going to get through that opening. Obviously, if it's a soft item, you could squish it through, but yeah, they are for smaller items, basically, both of these. On the very rear face, you've got a sleeve. This is the ideal place for your hydration bladders, camelback sauce, or tools, so your bolt cutters, stuff like that. They can go down into there. That runs the full length of the panel, and it is even expandable in length. So you can open out the bottom and you get that full length there for longer tools, or if maybe you've got a full 3 litre bladder, if you've got a really old one, probably stick to probably about 2 liters or 1.5 liter is what you'd get within the length of the main panel. Moving inside, Velcro closure on the main lid. These are little pieces of elastic on the upper sides here. They help to, this sort of keeps everything just a little bit more compact. It makes the sides want to close in versus everything sort of hanging open. You've got G-hooks, and then you've got camo mat zips here, paracord pulls, and that gets you to the inside. So it's a deliberate action if you want to actually open it up. On the inside, probably the best feature for me, they have laminated the main Cordura construction with the nice low profile loop side of Velcro, so you can slap all kinds of inserts and organizational items that use Velcro onto the inside of here. Okay, it comes with this Cordura laminate PALS field that sits on the inside, secures via Velcro at the bottom, G-hooks at the top, so it's completely removable if you don't want it. I'm told this is specific mainly for radios. I don't know a damn thing about radios, but you can, any pouch, you can attach it on there. Nice field. Behind that, more of that loop, I've slapped a Spiritus insert, just as an example, right? All you gotta do, get your inserts, whatever you want to organize into there. Admin kit, medical kit, comm stuff, whatever the hell it is. Any pouches, you can do either PALS attachment or hook and loop attachment, all on the inside. It's not on the outer face, but the sides, the whole rear, all the way down to the bottom, fully loop lined. All of the elastic management loops here, probably good for radio antennas. Again, I don't know a damn thing about radios, but probably what they're good for. If we close it up, on the front, another nice zip pouch, expandable, tons of room in there. There are elastic retainers on the inside of that. Handy pouch. Closing up the lid. So that zip is just covered by the main top closure flap. And then on the flap, another pocket for your really small items. Obviously you've got your loop field for your patches on the very front top. And then this pocket is just plain, there's no elastic organizers or anything in there. Again, just your small admin items you're getting into up in the top there. So all in all, as you can see, there's a lot of separate pouches built into this. Construction quality wise, obviously it's great. C2R always do a great job. One thing they do that I don't really see any other company do is they will use different materials in different areas of the same product. So, you know, that internal, the Coyote Brown panel was laminate. Some of this stuff is different weights of Cordura. Wherever it needs to be more durable, they use the heavier Cordura. Where it can get away with being the lighter stuff, they use the lighter stuff. It gives you, it maximizes the balance between the durability and keeping it light. It's not cheap, so currently on the KitPest website they are $275, you know, but at least it comes with the zip adapters, right, so it can attach. Basically, end of the day, that's the price you pay for UK made gear. There's no way around that, unfortunately. I'd say the one criticism I sort of have is that these tabs are not standard PALS spec width, so these two won't fit. I mean, you can make anything go, right, with enough force and you cut it or whatever. So JPC, Strandhog, Shore Concepts, all your Gucci American brands that use standard 6 columns of PALS across the back, these aren't the right width for that, but they will go on a Virtus. So I would pretty much say this is going to be best for Virtus, and I think it can integrate with other C2R products. They show that on the KitPest website. Not 100%, I don't have anything else, but I believe that's the case. So there we go, that's the C2R multi-roll assault pack. I've called it panel throughout this video multiple times, apologies. It's a pack, not panel. It's got a good capacity, as you can see. Not cheap, but very well made. If you have Virtus or you have something else where this can attach to it and you need just that bit of capacity, definitely something to look at. All right, guys. Cheers for watching. I'll see you in the next one.